Well, we're talking about decimals. So fractions can be written as decimals as well. Now, we talked about rational numbers. Rational numbers can be written as fractions. So decimals, and I need to qualify the statement, it needs to be, we'll come back to this later, non-repeating non-terminating. It needs to be a non-terminating terminating decimals, which means decimals that have limited number of decimal place, or terminating. That means it comes to an end. Okay, so decimal either has to be terminating or repeating to be rational. So I'm sort of mixing myself over. Don't worry about it. It has to come to an end, or it has to have a repeating pattern that goes on forever for a decimal to be rational. Okay? And so they can be written as fractions as long as they're terminating or repeating. Now, each place value of a number refers to a particular value. We talked about place values in earlier years, and it's an important concept. So you have like units, or tens, or hundreds, or tenths, or hundreds, or thousands. And so, for example, a number like 342.14, the way that we break it down is by saying it has 3 hundreds in this number, 4 tens, 2 units, 1 tenth, and 4 hundredths. Okay, so this is a decimal, and you have 4 hundredths, 1 tenth, etc., etc., etc. So each place value holds a particular value. You stick them all together, and it makes up this number, 342.14. Okay? So our system that we use is called a decimal system. It's based around 10. You count from 1 to 10, and then you go up the place value. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it sends you back to 0, and then you recount from 1 to 9 again, and each place value shifts up. Alright, so a tenth is 1 over 10, a hundredth is 1 over 100, etc. Okay, so just looking back over. And so the thing is, any fraction you can write as a decimal. And many decimals, as long as it comes to an end, it has a limited number of decimal places, or it has a repeating pattern, you can write as a fraction as well. And then we're going to get into percentages later. And so there's lots of very easy ways to convert between the different kinds of writing a decimal or writing a fraction. Alright, so let's use a couple of examples. Write the following as decimals. So 5 over 10, that means it's 5 tenths. That's 5 tenths. So the 5 has to go in the tenths column. So there's no units. 0 point in the tenths column, it'll be 5. 0.5 is 5 over 10, which is 1 half. Alright? 6 over 100, it means there's 6 hundredths. There's a 6 value in the hundredth column in the place value, which is 1 over 100. So there's no units, there's no tenths, and it's just 6. And there's 6 hundredths in this decimal. So 0.06. And again, if you use your calculator, do 5 divided by 10 or 6 divided by 100, and that will do it for you. Or if you convert, if you type the fraction in and then press the fraction button, it converts between fractions and decimals for you. Okay, so that's an easy way to do that. And 67 over 1,000. Again, you can do 67 divided by 1,000. But you can have a 0 in the units column. There's no tenths. And then there's 67 thousandths. But 60 thousandths is the same as saying 6 hundredths. and 67. So 0.067. Are there any questions about what I've done? Yes, Lauren. So if you think about it, you have 67,000. But the way we write that here is, well, there's no tens. So the thousands column is this one. And to do 67, we have to go up into the next place value as well, 67. Okay? So we sort of, once you go over 10, you have to move into the next one. Okay? So that's the way we think about it. So converting between fractions and decimals, it's very straightforward. Because, yeah. Sorry? Yes. We've done all this before. Okay? And so then we can also, guys, we can also express decimals as fractions. And so 0.8, well, the value of the column in 8, that's the tenths column. So there's 8 tenths. So I can put 8 over 10. And if I simplify that, divide by 2 at top and bottom, that's 4 over 5. 0.34, if you wanted to, you can think of it. So there's 3 in the tenths, there's 4 in the hundredths, so it's 34 over 100. Because these two place values are over 100, if I divide that, it's 17 over 50. And the last one, the 3 is there, so it's 3 over 1,000. So basically converting between, the calculator can help you, but you should be able to recognize, especially decimals into fractions, how you put it over 10 or over 100 or over 1,000 first, and then you simplify. So yeah, you can easily convert it to right. I'm just going up to that. So 1.10, question 1 to 5, just do every second. Alright, so keep working on 1.09 if you would like to, and then 1.10 as well. So 1.09 is all, 1.10, question 1 to 5, every second. Okay? You never know when you even down to maybe you'll keep them. What questions will you answer? Alright, so just work out exactly what summary tables are.